Happy Saturday, guys. I hope you had a wonderful week, and I'm sending this recording to give you guys a little motivation. I'm not sure how your week went. I'm sure we all faced a few obstacles or maybe some problems or miscommunications with family, friends. It could be anything. The week probably wasn't perfect, but you're living, you're breathing, you're listening to this recording, so you're blessed, and I am also. I'm not sure exactly what you have going on today, if you're going to work out. Did you work out already? If you didn't, hopefully you make time throughout the day to burn some calories and put you first. Today I want to talk about no excuses. You probably heard me say this before, and I've also posted this on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whichever social media account you follow me on. Excuses sound good to the person making them up. Some people say excuses sound best to the person making them up. You probably know what that means, but when I first heard Tyrese, the R&B singer Tyrese, the actor, say that, I thought to myself, that makes a lot of sense. I've made excuses about exercising in the past. I've made excuses about the people I had around me, negative people, and why they were still there. I've made excuses about things I didn't want to do, even about my health. I knew in the past when I had to go back and forth to the doctor that my blood pressure was still bad, not only permanently for health reasons, but also for what I was eating, what I was intaking. I was eating a lot of salty food, drinking a lot of soda, so the caffeine raised my blood pressure. And I made excuses by saying, well, I'm not going to really tell my doctor that I'm doing all of these things, and that's the reason why my blood pressure is getting worse and worse. But at least I'm trying. At least I am using Mrs. Dash seasoning salt, seasoning, spice, whatever you call Mrs. Dash spices. Or I would make excuses to say, I know this guy is not good for me, but I'm still with him because there are good things about him. He does have good qualities. I've said that in the past, but at the same time, I realized that if the good outweighs the bad, then that's okay. But if the bad outweighs the good, that's in a relationship, that's in any situation, it's time to let it go. We only do what we want to do. We have to deal with the consequences. We only allow what we want to allow. People only do to us what we allow them to do. When we make excuses, it sounds good to us because we're the one making up excuses. We're the one believing them. We make ourselves feel better by making up excuses constantly. And I've learned to not do that in a lot of situations. No, I'm not perfect. Yes, I still have a lot of things that go on. But overall, I try my best not to make excuses. I have family members sometimes that don't want to talk to me because I don't tolerate excuses. They'll call me about a situation, and not to judge them, but I'll let them know. There are people out there worse than you going through a worse situation. It can be worse. It's up to you. Do you want to make changes? Do you want to grow? Do you want to sit in the same spot? Or do you want to learn to change? Do you want to step up your game and put you first? So it's all about you. It's all about what you want. No, it's not going to be easy, but change is definitely good. And if you keep making excuses, you're going to get the same things that you've been getting. Another thing. people try to motivate you. Some people try to think positive about a lot of things that go on in your life. If you're calling them, you're asking them for advice. Some people get upset by that. Like, how can you get upset when someone's trying to motivate you? Someone's trying to get you to do better. I think that's wrong, and when people do that, that's because they're negative, and most likely they're going to be negative. They want to stay in the same spot. If someone's telling you something like, oh, you need to go to the gym, or you need to work out, or you need to push yourself to do better, or you shouldn't talk like that because you have children around and you need to change the way you speak. 9 times out of 10, it's because people care. As long as they're not bashing you and calling you out of your name and disrespecting you, if they're taking their time to tell you to do better, that's because they care. I mean, we don't get paid to talk and speak, and no one wants to speak just to speak. So at the end of the day, it's all about you, what you accept, what you're going to do, the changes you're going to make. It's up to you to stop making excuses. It's up to you to push yourself to do better. And it's up to you to believe in yourself. There's so much that I can talk about on this topic, but I'm going to save it for another recording. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I hope you make changes, and I hope you're reaching your goals. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at shawfitness25@gmail.com. And don't forget to visit my site at latanyabelly.com. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
Still even in starstruck, humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge because it makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, and the picture connects. Never